Ethan Brown. Sophomore, Austin Wormel. Senior, Brennan Whalen. Sophomore, Jack Sewell. Freshman, Joe Edmonds. Senior, Chris Ritchie. Junior, Jason Webb. Senior, Gavin Walker. Senior, Adam Habib. Senior, Sebastian Estrada. Sophomore, Parker Harrigill. Sophomore, Ben Barkley. Senior captain, Ethan Udrisky. Sophomore, Gavin Trisanella. Senior, Jack Barkley. Sophomore, Gabriel Kano. Senior, Brooks Bernelli. Freshman, Drew Minden. Sophomore, Braden Hudgins. Sophomore, Thomas Cunningham. Junior, Ethan Hodgins. Junior, Austin Rogers. Sophomore, Andreas Gonzalez. Senior, Luke Balazentes. Freshman, Matt Smith. Senior, Conor Montross. Sophomore, Oscar Sanchez. Sophomore, Nick Barone. Junior, Vinny Frasillo. Junior, Graham Chappell. Sophomore, Adam Gwynn. Freshman, Jared Grief. Junior, Tyler Rupke. Junior, Carson King. Freshman, Zach Butler. Junior, Cole Leonard. Sophomore, Cooper Kenny. Senior, Brian Becerra. Freshman, Brooks Benson. Freshman, Cade Livesey. Sophomore,
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Bishop Kelly TV. We've already seen the girls winning the district with an impressive 10-0 win. And before we talk about the boys, I'm going to introduce my co-commentator today, Colin Manning. Colin, just how impressive were the girls? Because you saw it and I didn't.
Oh, the girls were incredibly impressive. We had 8 different goal scorers on our 10 goals. It was a great senior night for the girls. I would say if I had to just guess, the time of possession was about 90-10. I think our goalkeepers touched the ball 3 times. It was about as impressive as a performance that you could put in, and hopefully we get an equally impressive performance here by the boys.
Indeed, indeed. Our stadium announcer, Kevin McMillan, is going to give the starting 11 for Durant. We'll talk a little bit about Durant now, Colin, because when we look at the district standings, Bishop Kelly sit proudly at the top, 5-0 on 18 points. But then the next name down the list is Durant, and they are 8-4 overall in District 4-1 on 5 points. So we're expecting, actually looking at Memorial, they've got 8 points, so probably Durant are third, but it could be a bit more of a test for the boys tonight.
Yeah, hopefully we can see a good game. I mean, we'd like to see the Comets obviously win and win easily, but Durant's made the trip up, and of course this game was delayed from Friday night. We were rained out and lightning and everything else, so they've had a good long 3-hour drive, and so maybe we can catch them a little out and get a good performance in.
We'll have a look at their last 4 games. I mean, the only defeat for them in district was they went down, a week ago, 6 days ago, at Edison, lost 4-0. But that was a bit of a blip, wasn't it, for Durant, because they've had impressive wins at Noble, at Shawnee, and home to Nathan Hale.
Yeah, they've played really well this season. A couple of clean sheets, and of course we were able to play Edison really tough and win there at Edison, and so it's been a good season.
For them, yeah, they beat Memorial 1-0. They went to Noble and won 5-0. They went to Shawnee and won 3-0. Nathan Hale 1-0. And then they lost at Edison 4-0. I just had a quick chat with the coach, and he said he was very, very impressed with their season so far. And he knows they're in for a hard game tonight. When you look at Bishop Kelly, I mean, what an impressive record, Colin. You can see, because I've done the notes here for us. I mean, 21 goals for, absolutely none against, 5-0 in district, and there are your results.
And that to me is exceptional, and that goes to our the way we play defense and our goalkeeper. And what's been really nice, when I think really set us up so well, was our out of district play, playing against Bixby, against Jinx, against Union and Broken Arrow. Playing those kind of teams really gets you set up for a really quality district play. And tonight it's exciting. It's senior night here, and we have at Angela Prasa. It's a gorgeous night on a Monday night, and it's a great way to play with these seniors. And we're going to have an all-senior lineup for the boys, which is really great to get these guys one last home game before they head out. And I believe we have an away game tomorrow at Memorial. Is that correct?
You're absolutely correct. Memorial completes the district play. And looking down at the 11 there, you can see on our feed you've got the 3 referees there. Well, just as they get, well, they're asking Durant to go across. Austin Wormo, Joe Edmonds, Jason Webb, Gavin Walker, Adam Habib, Ben Barkley, Gavin Trisanella, Gabriel Kano. There's Matt Smith, who'll be wearing 17. Andreas Gonzalez and Cooper Kenny. And I can tell you there's one other fella that wants to get in on the act, and that is one Nick Musto, who wants to get in as a senior as well. There's Jack Barkley wearing 13. The top goal scorer won't get a start tonight because it is senior night. Seniors take preference. Do you remember those days, Colin?
Absolutely. Seniors get the preference tonight. They're going to start off, although I would suspect at some point we're going to have some kind of massive change where the usual starters will come on. But it's exciting for these seniors to play one last time here on BK's field. Comets tonight wearing white over white, and the Durant wearing blue over blue. So we got all colors. Everybody's doing a quick prayer here before the game begins. Always nice to see that and get our game kicked off. We're kind of light fans over there on the Comets on the Durant side. That's a nice long drive, so that makes a lot of sense. And the Comet fans are a pretty good crowd tonight, being senior night. We got all kinds of different fans out tonight, which is exciting to see, especially on a beautiful night like tonight.
And just a word for the Durant fans. We know that some of you, the coach told me, the boys have been getting on their phones and calling back to Durant some 3 hours down the road and saying tune in to bktv.live because you can see the whole game here, and there is our feed of the Whites, the home side, Bishop Kelly Comets, who are 5-0, and the Durant side in there, all blue shirts are out there, and it looks very much to me like they're going to be lining up 4-4-2 if they're standing in their correct positions. We'll do our best to get all the names right. My name is Coach Dave Saunders. I am an assistant coach for the boys soccer team, but they allow me to come and do my second best thing in life, which is to get to a microphone and talk about this wonderful game of football. If I say football, you'll know what I mean. But I know there's a very good football team down in Durant, and BK Comets are very proud here with their football program here as well. There's Austin Wormel away to our left. In the picture you can see Ben Barkley, the number 10, the captain. Just how impressive is Ben Barkley?
Oh, a heck of a player. Really knows how to get loose and shake loose, especially in the box. Lots of goals, but really likes to feed guys in the box. He really plays that classic number 10 role of distributor rather than necessarily goal scorer. He tends to leave that up to his brother, number 13.
Away we go then. Here's Gavin Walker, left back. Playing the ball back to Jason Webb, who gets a start at centre back. Here's Gavin Trisanella, who is starting life here at right back. He's more of a midfield forward player, but I think he's filling in, probably coach said, hey, seniors, raise your hand if you want to play right back. Nobody plays there.
Well, it's also a little bit, everybody's going to play a little out of position today because we got to get all those seniors in and can't always get them in the right where they normally would sit.
Indeed. Adam Habib is wide on this near side to us on the right. He's a left-footed predominant player. There is Habib with the ball. Just him and Barkley. Bit of misunderstanding there. Gonzalez comes across to try and tackle. But Durant come down the left-hand side. That's the number 14 there, Rafael Guzman, but just overhits the ball. Doesn't find Bryston Liday. And there's our first difficult name. I'm hoping it's Lide. It could be Lide. And what's the tweet? If our Durant friends can enlighten us.
That would be great. It is at BKTV Live. If you want to tweet in at us, you can get a hold of us that way, so that way you can we can check that out and be able to hopefully help with some pronunciations. Also, one thing for our Durant fans who aren't here at the game, the wind is blowing stiffly out of the south, which really affects the ball, especially going south to north the way the Durant's going. The ball is really going to fly for them and hold up for the Comets.
So it is Durant in possession. Long ball forward. That's a good ball. But here is Joe Edmonds, the number 3, trying to find Cooper Kenny, 37 on the wide on the left. Senior night here at Bishop Kelly. All seniors out tonight in the all-white of the Comets. And here's Andreas Gonzalez feeding it forward to Matt Smith. Smith, who is the wrestling state champion. Here is Habib. Habib slotting a ball through, looking for Cooper Kenny. That's a good ball. Here's Kenny. Early ball into the box. It's Smith! Oh, and he chests it just over the bar. That would have brought the house down. Matt Smith chesting the ball just over the bar. I don't think we've got replays tonight, Colin, but just how good was that?
Well, a beautiful cross by Kenny. Gets down into the touchline, crosses it across with his left foot. And Matt Smith going up, couldn't, if he had been able to get his head on it, it really would have gone in. But chests it and comes up off the crossbar. What a play. I thought we were 1-0 there.
More about Matt Smith as we go on. Here's Habib. Threading it forward, looking for Ben Barkley, but back goes Guzman. Guzman here to Vargas. Heeled up in the air by Gonzalez. You can hear the wind just coming into our commentary box there. A little clip on the heel by Gonzalez on the number 17, Bryson Leday.
I got to say, looking at this senior team, Comets are going to lose a lot this year with Gonzalez and Habib, Ben Barkley, and Wormel leaving. You know and many of these seniors, that's going to be a hole that these underclassmen are going to have to fill next year. And hopefully they can step up next year. But this may be one good chance to get a run in at a state championship with these really talented seniors that we have.
You're right, because Austin Wormel, the goalkeeper, has signed already for Creighton. He's a Creighton commit. Here is Jason Webb. Webb to the near side to Trisanella. Goes back to Webb. As Colin said, the Comets defending against the wind in this first half. Gavin Walker forward to Kano. Kano neatly lanes it off here. Good football from the Comets, keeping the ball on the carpet. Here's Habib now. Round 1 defender, nice Habib. Touch. Round 2 shoots. Oh, that hit Matt Smith. That was a shame. Offside it. Anyway, excuse my cough.
Matt Smith, good defending there by Matt Smith. Actually, unintentional ball comes in by Habib. He goes in for the shot, and the shot just hits Matt Smith on the arm, and he happened to be offsides. Unfortunate for Habib. That could have easily been first goal of the game.
And Matt Smith is very used to using his arms, of course, in the wrestling that he does so well. There's Webb tidying up well. Play. Jason Webb, who is the football kicker as well. So he can kick the ball a long way in soccer as well. Here's Gonzalez. Now Cooper Kenny, who produced that really good cross just a few moments ago, finds Habib. Habib now crosses the halfway line onto his favoured left. Here's Cooper Kenny. You have to excuse me, getting over my cough. Here is Habib. Habib now inside to Barkley. Barkley wants someone out wide right. Here he is, Gavin Trisanella. Gonzalez. Good play from Comets, working right to left. Here's Gavin Walker on the overlap.
Oh,
good play from Walker. Now, can he get a decent ball in? He certainly can, but there's good defending from the number 10 back there, which is Vasquez. Jose Vasquez, and the corner is going to be for Bishop Kelly. Good, neat build-up again, Colin.
Yeah, we're getting some good warm work, especially good play through the center midfield and then passing out, especially that left side. Twice now we've been able to get beyond the right back over there and really be able to get the ball in. Ben Barkley's out to take this corner. He's going to get a nice swing in, and this ball might move out further than he anticipates.
There it is to Habib on the far side. Habib now round 1, right footed shot, blocked by Durant, and it remains 0-0. Thank you for your company here on BKTV.live.
So on these corner kicks on the Comet end, the ball's going to swing further out with this stiff wind, and so they've got to play kind of more of a wider curve on that.
A little handball there from Habib. Knew he'd done it straight away. Adam Habib Just coming into shot, there's Trissanella, the number 12. But Adam Habib, there he is, has signed for TU, the local college here. He's the second of the 3 players that have all committed to colleges. We'll come up with the third in just a moment as the ball goes through to Austin Wormel. There's Austin Wormel. He was called the highlighter wearing that kit by the very nice stadium announcer down at Shawnee. He said, oh no, and there's the highlighter with another save.
Well, he's not only the highlighter. A lot of times he is the highlight of this team. He is, as you said, it kept an entirely clean sheet throughout district play, and it's not often that you can see that.
If Durant scored tonight, they will have created a bit of district history. They would have beaten Austin Wormel for the first time. There he is. The Creighton commit rolls it out to Gavin Walker. Walker now just checks, goes to Ben Barkley, and there is Ben Barkley, who has signed for St. Louis. So 3 very exciting signings, and as Colin said, probably the best side boys-wise we've had in a few years. Here's Trissanella. That's a good run from him. Decent ball needed, and it is a decent ball just in front of Matt
Back
Smith.
in,
And Cooper Kenny on the far side can't quite keep it in. Good move, and Trissanella's pretty quick, you know.
He's very quick down the right. Reminds us of another right back who's pretty quick for Arsenal. Good quick cross across, and Cooper Kenny tried to pull it back in, but I think that wind just took it out of play.
Colin Manning and I, we will admit now, are Arsenal fans.
Yeah, we can admit this week we are.
We are. Great win for the Arsenal. We won't mention them too much tonight as Kano drives the ball forward. What I would say is that Coach Barkley and Brett Cromwell, Brett's my assistant, if that makes sense, and Coach Barkley, the head coach, they are both Manchester United fans.
Oh.
So you can imagine what it's been like for me with the banter going on there. So please tweet us and tell us who you support in the English Premier League, or are you a Real Madrid or Barcelona fan?
What a
great
game that was.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, ball cleared away by Durant. That's going to end up in the empty seats on the far side. Just bounces back in play. I remember last year we went to Durant, and it was, as you were tonight, it was senior night. And it was very enjoyable to see another school celebrate their seniors last year.
Everybody kind of steps up usually on senior night, tries to put on a really good performance, especially for those seniors. And it's been a nice special night for these kids tonight, and have a special event with their parents.
Absolutely right. And celebrating tennis and golf, and you'll help me out with other spring sports.
Track was in there,
of course.
Yeah.
So here's soccer, of course. Here's Habib looking to just kill the ball dead there, and then plays it out to Trisnella on this near side. Trisnella, not the best first touch, and got away with a bit of a tackle there. Not enjoyed by the Durant left back.
Ooh, Durant's got, if they can break here, could get some numbers.
Yep, here is the number
Comets are
7,
back.
Vargas, but that's cut out by Jason Webb. Tidied up by Joe Edmonds. Joe Edmonds, he's playing a kind of a deep midfield role. Kind of a centre-back with Jason Webb, isn't he, really? But tidying up there. Here's Habib. Just going back to Trissanella. Trissanella lazily laying the ball off to, in a positive way, to Gonzalez. Here's Kano. Gabriel Kano. Wearing 14 in the midfield there with Gonzalez and Barkley. Barkley, lovely ball here to Habib. Habib now onto his right foot, keeps it in onto his left.
Oh, lost it just a touch over the line, just couldn't quite keep it in. That's one of the tricks of playing when you're playing on this hard surface, this artificial turf. The ball doesn't sit down as much as it would if they had been playing that one on grass. I think had they been on a grass field, they would have been able to keep that one in. But playing in this on this field turf, it tends to skip a little more than it would in the grass.
Now, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but the Comets, if they win their district, they would play the 4th place team in District 5A-4, which currently is Pryor, but could change into Skiatook, could be Coeda, if Coeda slip up.
If it was Coeda, that would be, they've been our rivals in a lot of sports recently. They kind of supplanted.
Ball out.
If you're an old Comet fan, they've kind of, at least over the last couple of years, kind of supplanted Bixby as one of our big rivals. And as a former Coeda teacher, when I started teaching, I always have a little bit of a soft spot for them. But when Bishop Kelly gave me the call to get a chance to come back home as a graduate of Bishop Kelly, I jumped at the chance 10 years ago.
Well, there you are, my friend. I didn't know that about you, and they're playing Coeda tonight, so that probably
Oh,
would decide
yeah.
who the Comets play. So I don't know whether we can get any way of getting that result. It would be nice to.
If anybody does have that result and would love to tweet it into us, it's at Bishop Kelly TV Live.
Here's Kano with a shot. Kano, easy save for the keeper, which is Tanner Davidson, a junior. His first save of the night. Tall young man.
Again, going into that win, the ball's going to hold up a little bit, so you really got to put your boot through it and to get it past the keeper there.
Absolutely right. Remember, the Comets are all seniors tonight on senior night. 0-0 the score. We've played 12 minutes here. Comets 0, the Lions 0. And here is Walker to Kano. Kano into Gonzalez, who's dispossessed by the number 17. Bryson Leday. That's forward by Durant, and that will go through to the highlighter, Mr. Austin Wormel. It was all done in good fun, and a lot of respect shown by Shawnee after the Comets had won 5-0. They really did compliment the Comets for the way they played and conducted themselves, and they were very impressed with Austin Wormel, who pulled off a terrific save. Even though Shawnee were 5-0 down, they wanted that consolation goal. No, Austin sprung from nowhere and tipped the ball over. It was a fantastic save. And there he is, right on cue. Finds Gavin Walker. Walker will go back to the Creighton commit. And that ball is just out. Cooper Kenny can't keep that one in. There's a shot of the Durant coaches and the bench. The head coach is John Wilmoth, and assistant coach is Bo White. Welcome to Durant here tonight. We know it's a long journey because we did it the other way around last year.
Well picked by Gonzalez there. Ah,
Smith just laying the
Just
ball
a
off.
touch, right.
Yeah, couldn't quite find Gonzalez. We'll talk more about Matt Smith in a moment. Here is the number 14 for Durant, Rafael Guzman. But it
goes for a nice back heel, but couldn't quite pull it off.
right, and in step.
Tristanella was right in the
Tristanella.
way. He hurt his ankle on that, and it looks like he's going to be.
Well, I will say that Tristanella
hit
did
his
have,
toe, maybe.
yeah, he did have a bit of a toe injury, and he passed a fitness test to come into this one. And Thomas Cunningham will come into the fray, and he spoils the symmetry because he's a junior.
Junior. So yeah, no longer full senior, but hopefully Tristanella can get this toe issue. Looks like he's
Yeah.
in some pretty serious pain there on
Yeah.
the sideline.
And I think he was before the game, to be fair, and he was desperate to play on senior night. So Gavin Tristanella holding his foot, but Alicia Berry's right there attending to him.
I think we might be getting ready for some changes as some of our juniors and sophomores start warming up to get in the game now that the seniors have had their good run out and give us some of our underclassmen a chance.
Here's Kano up to Cooper Kenny. Kenny goes inside to Kano. Kenny could fire one here. He likes a shot from a long way out.
Oh,
And that was a good effort and a good save in the end from Tanner Davidson. That boy, Kano, can hit a shot from a long way out.
yeah, that was a good 35 yards out, and moving away from the keeper the whole time. The keeper had to make a good lunge at that to be able to get to it.
Well,
Cunningham lets the ball go out for a Kelly throw.
I don't want to spoil the Durant fans who think they're sort of doing well here at 0-0, but we are going to see some of the main starters coming into the fray. The top goal scorer, Jack Barkley, you just see at the bottom of your shot, they're talking to Brett Cromwell. 0-0 the score.
It's been a little bit of one-way traffic, really. Wormel hasn't even had to make a save. And Comets have had the majority of the ball, as you probably would expect.
Here is Barkley bringing in Habib. Habib goes past one, will go past two, but then
Can't
Back.
get past three.
no, Vargas gets back and says enough is enough. And that's a good piece of skill there from Guzman. Feeding the ball inside here for the captain. Strides forward, shoulders down.
He is
And that is
about 10 feet off sides.
Yeah. So
The whole
No.
time I was saying, hold up, hold up, hold up. He's going off sides.
yeah, 0-0 the score. And
We're bringing in a substitution for Durant. Looks like number 14 is coming off. Oh, nope. It's not 14. It was 22 coming off.
No, Rafael Guzman, you're right, is going off.
It's 14. Yeah, it is 14.
And 22's coming in, which is Alejo. Comes to this near side. Thank you, Durant, for wearing numbers that we can actually read.
Yeah.
In fact, it's Isaiah Maris. Excuse me, I thought that was a 22. It's a 28, but they are clear numbers. That was my poor eyesight, not the Durant shirts. A lot of those shirts, you just cannot read the numbers. Here is Gavin Walker scooping the ball up towards the halfway line. Doesn't find Cooper Kenny. 0-0 the score. Lights are on. Bright, breezy night here. Sunny night in Tulsa. Welcome along. Dave Saunders and Colin Manning in the commentary box for you.
And probably no planes tonight with the south wind, right? It's got to be a north wind for the planes to come our way. I think that's the way.
Well, we need to explain to our regular viewers and some people who are joining us for the first time that I do love my planes coming into Tulsa International Airport.
All right, Barkley's coming on for Smith. Looks like Gonzalez is coming out, and number 18. Who is number 18 for the Comets?
Number 18 for the Comets is Braden Hudgens.
Braden Hudgens coming in.
So we're more or less back to...
And Cooper Kenny is out?
Yeah, first...
that was who came out?
First 11, yeah. Cooper Kenny came out. On goes Seabass, as we call him, Sebastian Estrada, wearing 8, the sophomore. So we've got Braden Hudgens a sophomore, Seabass a sophomore, and Jack Barkley is a sophomore. 3 sophomores in the 11 now. That ball's going to go all the way through to Austin Wormel, to Thomas Cunningham. Cunningham in field to one of the 3 sophomores, Hudgens, the busy Hudgens. Lays it off to Habib. Here's Joe Edmonds, still a senior. Here's Jack Barkley, top goal scorer, falls down, gets up, falls down again. Seabass picks it up for the Comets. Hudgens laying a ball into captain Ben Barkley, feeding it through to Habib. Habib just can't get on the end of that. Or can he? Yeah, he's
well, way
fighting.
to fight through.
Pulls it back into the arms of the keeper, which is, of course, Tanner Davidson.
Man, that was some impressive skill and just sheer muscle and fight by Habib there.
Jose Vasquez just keeps the ball in down the right-hand side. And they'll win a corner, will Durant. First of the match for the visitors here, Durant, who've, as we said, had an impressive 4-1 in district, just one blip at Edison.
Corner kick.
And as the stadium announcer Kevin says, it is Lions corner kick. And I'm just checking my stats here. Yes, they lost 4-0 to Edison. That was 6 days ago. So they've had 2 trips to Tulsa.
Man, I hope they like their bus. That's a long drive every time they go somewhere.
The coach said to me, and these were his words, he said,
straight out of bounds.
The boys get on the bus. He said, a lot of them go to sleep. He said, we feed them. We play a game. We put them back on the bus. We feed them. And they go to sleep. He said, so, you know, he said they do a lot of travel, of course, being on pretty close to the Texas border. I think,
almost right on the border, yeah.
Here's Estrada.
So we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but on that corner kick, you'll see the power of that wind really just blew it straight out of bounds.
Here's Gonzalez into the box. Pulls it back. Who's there? It's going to be Adam Habib. Habib now. Can he curl a shot here? He certainly can. Headed away by the Durant defender. Here's Hudgens now 20 yards out. Onto his right foot. He tries one. Takes it deflection and goes in. Braden Hudgens does not score many goals, but that did come off a defender. But Hudgens breaks the deadlock. The Comets have a goal after 20 minutes. It's Bishop Kelly Comets 1, Durant Lions 0.
Well, the Comets have been knocking at the door the whole game. They've really been peppering this goalkeeper, and that one just kind of pinged around in the box, then fell back out to Hudgens, who ripped a shot from right about, almost the penalty spot, maybe a little further out, maybe top of the box. Took a deflection off one of the defenders' heads and straight into the goal. So nice goal for the Comets, and we break the deadlock at 1-0.
Yep, Hudgens' first of the season. We'll have to ask the district panel or whoever sits on those. Does Hudgens get that goal, or does it go down as an own goal? It can't go down as an own goal. It deflected off somebody, and I'm pretty sure it's a Durant leg. Yeah. But Hudgens will claim the goal. His first of the season. Didn't celebrate too much, but he gets the goal. And here's Wormel.
Well, as I said, it's been pretty much one-way traffic with the Comets really leading possession and really getting the ball forward.
And this has been, as you know, Kevin, Kevin's at Stadium announcer. Colin, you know that's been Coach Barkley's style. You get the ball down, you play. If you lose the ball, you win it back quickly, and you keep playing the ball on the deck. Rarely do you see a ball, in the air from the Comets. So sometimes Ben Barkley will pick out a long pass. That's a good tackle from the Durant, number 25, Uzre.
Well, I appreciate a team that can play well through the midfield. The Comets have good midfielders. And teams that go kind of route one, try to go and bypass the midfield, I always think that's such a tough way to play. And always nicer to see good midfield play.
Here's Barkley talking of midfield stroke attack. Barkley now right-footed cross. Great ball into the box. Missed by the defender. And, in fact, that's going to be a throw-in to Durant on the far side. 1-0 remains. Great cross from Ben Barkley.
Great cross from Ben Barkley. Just couldn't get a combat foot on it. Just kind of slipped right past two of our guys. And, in fact, past everybody all the way out for a Durant throw. Comets fighting for the ball down on the left on the touch line, the far touch line. Nice ball through by Durant, but picked up by Wormel.
Just want to do a quick shout out on senior night for a student of mine who's a very good tennis player in our school, and that's Jaren Jack. And the reason why I say a shout out to Jaren is her dad. I met for the first time tonight. Still no interest in the story, my friend, until I tell you that he's British.
Not only is he British, he is an Arsenal fan.
And into the box goes. So Estrada pulls it back. Jack Barkley can't get on the end of it. We'll talk more about Jaren Jack's dad in a moment, because there is a game of soccer going on, or football as he would say. Here's Gonzalez now. Ben Barkley a long way out. Clips the ball over the top. Estrada's in here. Keeper comes out and does very well.
That was brave by the keeper.
Here's Hudgens, the goal scorer, on the corner of the box. Round 1, round 2, into the box. Pulls it back. Who's in there? Habib gets a shot. And then Jack Barkley goes in. Gets one bite of the cherry. Won't get another one, will he? Yes, he will. He's in there. Jack Barkley goes down. That's got to be a penalty. It is.
Penalty.
There was a flurry of activity. There were legs flailing everywhere. Jack Barkley does not dive for penalties. He was clearly brought down. And who's the responsibility going to go to? Just before they decide, without me looking at the screen in the pitch, the last penalty was taken down at Noble. Adam Habib took it, and the goalkeeper saved it. Will Adam Habib get it?
Well, we got 3 around the box. There was 5 or 6 shots at the goal, as many as we possibly could get. Who knew was going to finally get the final shot? I couldn't believe we hadn't scored there. And Barkley, who's also an American football player, went and just charged in and got taken down, and he's not one to go down easy. It looks like his brother is going to be the one taking the penalty.
Yeah, on senior night, the captain takes responsibility. It was a clear penalty. It was a good decision by the referee.
Clear penalty.
So Barkley will hit this right-footed now. Steps up.
Oh, cheeky!
I like that.
Cheeky!
I do like that. Now, let's explain to everybody. Now, I'm not sure Coach Barkley knows that was going to happen. But I will tell you, the rules of a penalty kick, that is perfectly within the laws. I don't know why people do it, to be honest. But Ben Barkley was identified as the taker, and he flipped the ball to Adam Habib, who has to remain outside of the box.
Until the ball is kicked.
Until the ball is kicked forward.
And the moment it is kicked, then he can run on it. And I know that was famously done. Was it Messi who took it not too long ago? Did that with Neymar, if I remember correctly. And then they missed one that way. And I think actually somebody did that. Did somebody do that against Arsenal this season?
Well, I know that Arsenal.
Or did Arsenal do it? I can't
tried
remember.
it. And it was a comedy of errors.
Yeah.
I can tell you it was Robert Pires was involved. YouTube it if you're an Arsenal fan. The Arsenal failed penalty. Anyway.
There's basically a couple of different ways to take a penalty that kind of gets a little cheeky, and that's definitely one of them.
Well, it was clearly planned by the two stooges on senior night. 2-0 it is. Habib with the goal. Here's,
so would that be counted as a Barkley assist?
I think so. But perfectly within the laws of the game.
Yeah. You don't see it often.
No, the ball has to move forward. If it had gone backwards or sideways, it would have been an indirect free kick to Durant, says the referee. Now, here is Jason Webb just seeing that one out. 2-0 the score. Cheeky penalty. Going back to Mr. Jack, met him tonight, Britt, and of course we were calling each other mate and trying to find the nearest teapot, and that kind of thing. And we had a good little chap.
No, he apparently grew up in Highbury, just outside of the stadium. They lived right near the stadium in North London. And Jar and Jack grew up as an Arsenal fan, so she and I will frequently, when I see her in the hallway, ask her about some Arsenal stuff, and we'll talk. And
and I'm going to teach you an Englishism that you might like, which actually was said by Jaren herself. And we'll just commentate on the soccer just for a moment, then we'll come back to my Englishism for Colin and anybody else that's writing these down. Here is Durant coming forward. The busy run of Vasquez nearly ends up with a chance on goal. That's through to Austin Wormel. And I was talking to Jaren, and I said, how was your spring break? And she said it was wonderful. She said, because my grandparents, Jeremy's parents, were over from England, and they were watching Andy Murray play tennis. And he had a really good shot, and her grandmother was heard to have said, that was really mustard.
Oh.
Now, when we say it's really mustard, it means it's fantastic. It's great.
Nice.
It's just one of those slang terms. So there we
So
are.
from an American term, if somebody puts the mustard on it, that means they really threw it hard or hit it hard.
There you go.
Put some mustard on it.
There you go. So that was a little.
Of course, Andy Murray, right? Whenever he plays poorly, he's Scottish, and when he plays well, he's British, right?
You've spent too much time with me, my friend. And that's no disrespect to all my Scottish friends who are listening into this broadcast and watching. Here's Joe Edmonds fending off the attacker. Has he won a corner? Has the young man? No, it's going to be a goal kick. 2-0 to the Comets. So far, so good.
Comets subbing in.
Yep, Parker Harrigill. Now, I'm impressed by this young man every time I work with him and see him play. Andreas Gonzalez is taking a little break, or is he just having a chat? Yes, he is having a break, and Harrigan will come out to this near side on the right. Adam Habib will go in the middle, and Brooks Benelli, the freshman, is in there with the black left arm sort of support on him. Here's Habib. Habib to Hudgens, lays a 1-2 off, but Vasquez steps in, but that ball is through, but it's going to be offside against Jack Barkley. Referee hasn't seen the linesman. He has now. Interesting there when the linesman, you can see the flag in the breeze. There's quite a breeze out there, Colin.
It is quite a breeze, and the Comets are actually going into the wind. It should actually, to some extent, be easier for them, especially with the style of play that they play, going the other way with the wind behind them. The ball's going to move a little more for them and do some other stuff. Here the ball's going to hold up on them, which is not necessarily bad with the way they play, that they keep the ball on the ground. Makes it doesn't affect them as much as teams that hit the ball as much in the air.
Graham Chappell has come into the fray. There he is, right on cue, heading the ball forward. Good to have him back from injury. He's a sophomore.
I know we saw it a lot in the girls' game, how much that wind really affected. Their girls were going south to north and scored 9 goals going that way.
Good interception from Durant there. Here's Habib in the centre circle, playing as a central midfielder now, with Hudgens, who lays it off to Ben Barkley. Graham Chappell there, you can see on the scamper on the overlap. There he is with the ball now. Onto his right foot, chips the ball into the box. And there's a header just over the bar from Harrigill.
Nearly a field goal.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so hard on those headers because you really got to get your head up over the ball and try to get it down into the goal to get any kind of power on it. And just that one more skimmed off his head, or his head was leaned back, and there's such a natural tendency there. We got a Durant player down on the down, and it looks like one of the trainers is coming out to check on him.
And I think the referee said he needs a sub, and we're going to stop the stadium clock. And on trots Alicia Berry, who does such a good job, not just for Comets players, but for any visiting players. She's just come away from the baseball that we're going on behind us. There's a good shot of the fans there, the student section, all chatting away there. Can't see many cell phones out. What's wrong with them?
No, that's great.
Really
well, there's
good.
Amrit Diasis there in the front, one of my students.
Yeah, Price Pettit there just
Price
standing
Pettit
up.
standing up.
One of our
Matt Sanderlin, who's in my microeconomics class, there in the orange.
yeah.
So nice group for the of seniors and students.
Some of the soccer girls were up there as well. Of course, they won the district with another 10-0. I think it was 4. You and Kevin were chatting away and saying it was 4 10-0s, wasn't it? Free kick there against Barkley Jr.
Kind of surprised he didn't play advantage there.
Yeah.
I didn't seem to trip him up too much, but free kick might be hard to be able to get free kicks off, given how the ball keeps moving with this wind going behind it.
Ball goes forward, but cut out well by Brooks Benelli. So pretty much it is now the varsity back four now of Chappell, Benelli, Edmonds and Cunningham. Here's the hard-working Vasquez, who for me has been the pick of the bunch from Durant. Here's Chappell. Chappell, who's had that injury to his right knee ACL.
Yeah, we're in a pretty significant brace there.
Yeah, he's spent a long time out, but it's good to have him back. Good lad to have around. Here's Durant clearing their lines. Benelli will say, just leave that through to Austin Wormel. Wormel, just to give you another law of the game, cannot pick the ball up when the ball's, well, he could have picked that one up actually, but if you pass it back to the goalkeeper cannot pick it up.
It's always fun to watch some of those older games, and you see the pass back to the keeper, and the keeper picks it up, and the whole reason was basically more than anything else to speed play, because you would just pass back to the keeper, and they would hold on to it, and it was an easy way to kill a bunch of time at the end of a game. And I think that was a great rule change that they instituted.
That rule, and also they brought in 3 points for a win. When I was a lad growing up, it used to be 2 points for a win and 1 for a draw. But of course, the 3 points made for more exciting attacking football.
Otherwise, everybody's just playing for the draw all the time.
So that one. And I also, that's a good threaded ball. Here's Estrada now. Can he keep it in? He can. Tries to find Barkley. Ball will end up with Barkley. Barkley goes down, looks for another penalty. Here's Habib.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get that one. He didn't have control of the ball. Whoa.
Habib.
Everybody's spinning around.
Habib still with the ball. Here's Thomas Cunningham. Cunningham, a junior, will fire one from a long way out.
Oh.
Thomas Cunningham there. Where did that come from? Goalkeeper was confident, Colin. I wasn't.
He was confident, but man, that was no more than a half foot outside and could have been upper 90 in that corner. That was quite a shot by Cunningham.
We're going to see leaving the field, number 27, Jake Smith has gone off. And coming back into the fray is Rafael Guzman, who is a junior and a defender. Comes to left back, wearing one of the captain's armbands as well. Ball flicked on there by Orozco. Here's the number 30 for the Comets, Graham Chappell, scampering away from us on the far side.
Oh, nice ball through two defenders.
Hudgins now to Ben Barkley. A clash there. Play on, says the referee, all inadvertent. Here's Cunningham to Habib. Cunningham continues his run. Habib goes inside here to Ben Barkley. Barkley, lovely threaded ball to Jack Barkley. Jack Barkley on his left foot fires one. When really, possibly, if he had that one over again, he may have pulled it back.
Yeah, he tried to go near post on the goalkeeper, and I think if he had the chance and could have seen it, he would have pulled that back. He had two Comets running free through the box. Any ball that gets through is an easy goal, but he tried to go near post, which, as we know from the last game I commented with you, in which he shot a goal I still can't believe went in. He does like those tight angles.
And he got a corner, to be fair. Here's Ben Barkley's ball into the box to the far post, headed away bravely by a Durant defender.
Oh.
And then there's a clash between Graham Chappell, who immediately checks on the defender.
Oh,
and the defender didn't like it. Well,
didn't like it, and that's going to be a yellow card.
Well, the defender gets a yellow card. Chappell, to be fair, went over there, and he's not a malicious player in any shape or form, Graham Chappell. And he went across to say to the, I think it's is it the number 25? He said, sorry, mate. And he pushed him, and the referee deems that to be a yellow card. I think it's Brian Usry, isn't it?
Yeah, that was just it was just a coming together. The two guys going for the ball and just happened to bump straight into each other. No malice there, at least that I could see. And number 25 just pushed Chappell. It went over to make sure he was okay, and that is a yellow card offense. We actually saw a red card in the girls, straight red in the girls' game. And hopefully we don't see anything like that here tonight. But that was an interesting little coming together.
Jake Smith with the defensive free kick there. Here's Joe Edmonds, who will kick the ball out of the stadium over the low fence to give everybody a break.
Give everybody a breather. It's 2-0 Comets with 6:30, or maybe depending on which clock you're looking at, it looks like 7 minutes left.
Yes, I think our clock on the feed there, they just put it right. 6:55 to go. There we are.
There we go.
But I want to
Ball
say,
pinging around in the box a little bit.
Benelli clearing the ball up to Ben Barkley. Thank you again to all the students who are working behind the scenes to give me and Colin the easiest job on the night, which is just to talk through a game of the game that we love, the game of soccer. That's a good flick there to Hudgins. Thank you also to producer Michael Blazik, who's working behind the scenes very busily. Here's a chip forward by Barkley looking for his brother. Here's Hudgins chesting the ball down.
Blazik has been suffering all day through lack of communication because he left his phone at home.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that.
So he's been suffering, doesn't know who's supposed to be where because he can't get a hold of anybody.
It is like losing your wallet, isn't it? So
Yeah,
anyway, here's Barkley back to Barkley. Ben Barkley wearing 10. Good piece of trickery. Shares a 1-2 with Jack Barkley. That's good play from the Barkley brothers. Low ball in the box. And there is Parker Harrigill to tap the ball home for 3. The Comets 3, the Lions 0. Wonderful ball. And if you're Parker Harrigill, put it on a plate, wrap it up, put a ribbon round it.
And let's talk about interesting. We have had 3 goals, all scored by people with H's at the start of their names.
That's why you're here, Colin
Hudgins,
Manning.
Habib, and Harrigill.
That is why you're here.
And I think they're the only 3 guys with H's on our team. That's an impressive.
Now you got me thinking.
I'm trying to think. Are there 3 guys with H's?
Well,
Through any other H names that you can think
we
of?
do have a JV player called Ethan Hodgins.
Oh.
But he isn't a varsity player, Ethan. A thoroughly nice young man. I had the pleasure of teaching him in the algebra classroom.
I enjoy fun little, interesting little quirks like that. To have 3 goals, all by guys with H names. Especially one from Hudgins who almost never scores.
Matt Sanderlin goes across our view there. Is he a senior or a junior?
He is a senior.
He's a senior, isn't he, the young man?
In my microeconomics class, but we like to call it micro home economics.
Watch out, he's right behind you.
I know. Who knows what could happen?
So Bishop Kelly 5-0. This will be 6-0 if they can hold on to this win. 3-0 with 5 minutes just less to go in the first half, having beaten Oklahoma Southeast 4-0, Hale 5-0, Edison 3-0, Noble 4-0, Shawnee 5-0. And you can tell by all the nils that I've been saying that Austin Wormel, who right on cue has the ball here, can't pick it up because it's a pass back, has not conceded a goal in district. 21 goals scored, 24 now with the 3 tonight, none against. Here is Ben Barkley with the latest assist.
Jack is
Through to
trying
Jack
to stay
Barkley.
on.
Keeper comes out. He goes round the keeper. He's taking it a little bit wide. And
Tries to fight through.
Yeah, good tackle there. Oh, Jack Barkley goes in slightly late there. He's got to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, that was ultimately good work by the keeper. He forced him out wide, and that the keeper was hung out to dry. It was all by himself. Really had nothing else he could do, and made a good, strong, quick move out, and that forced Barkley out wide. It looks like he might have a little bit of an injury there. He's calling to the sidelines, maybe a quad or pulled a groin.
Can I also say as well, Colin, to that, as Nick Musto comes into the fray.
Nice.
Nick Musto, another senior on number 22. Jack Barkley's going to come off for a little rest. Just to say well done to the defender. I think is that 29 that we see over there? Joshua Alesho.
Yeah.
Well done to him because he didn't make anything of that. Slightly late challenge from Barkley.
Yeah.
Got up, got on with the game. Pretty well done, class from him.
So is that all the seniors now on at some point
Yes,
tonight?
all the seniors have taken part. Nick Musto being the last one. He's up front. If he could get a goal, it would bring the house down.
We know Matt Smith almost got that chested goal. That really would have.
Musto making a token effort towards the ball there. I'm not sure he wants to kick it, does he? Looking at that. But anyway, no, yeah, Matt Smith chesting one over after a couple of minutes. He'll be telling everybody about that at half-time. Well, came to me a bit high, came to me a bit quick. You know, a few excuses from Matt Smith. But a great lad to have around. As I said, congratulations to him being the state champion in the wrestling. I don't want to say what class it was, but we were able to meet him when we went for a pre-season tournament down to Yukon and see him. Well, we wanted to see him wrestle, but in wrestling it goes on and on forever.
That is true.
They start, well, a shot coming in won't beat the highlighter from there. But they start with the lightest and they end with the heaviest.
Yes.
And Matt is not
the lightest.
Let's put it that way. So we waited forever, but he really appreciated us all being there. And then we went back and played our next game, and we actually won the Yukon tournament. Excuse me with my cough. Austin
no problem.
Wormel, a low, flat ball. ends up at the feet of Hudgins. Hudgins now bringing in Graham Chappell. Sun goes in. Here's Brooks Burnett, the freshman, to Thomas Cunningham. He's let that roll, but he just keeps it in, but doesn't get past the defender, which is our friend Mr. Rafael Guzman. Here's Habib, the TU commit.
Lots of fancy footwork.
To Ben Buckley, the St. Louis commit. Back to Habib. This must be 4. Oh, Habib,
he just
too
let it run,
casual.
Let it run too long.
Too casual, and Coach Barkley says, what on earth are you doing?
Shaking his head on the sidelines.
Well,
that should have been a goal.
Yeah, too casual from Adam there, and he knows that. He wants that one back. Here's Ben Barkley then, trying to fashion out the next opportunity for the Comets. Gets hacked down in the middle there by the number 2, Dax Chapman. Dax Chapman being told to calm down by the referee. Free kick. This could be an opportunity. I guess it's, what are we talking, 40 yards out?
Yeah, Comets are really pouring forward for this one.
It's on the football 25, isn't it?
And
so
fortunately for us, the wind has died down a little bit.
Yes. So here's Barkley then, stabbing it forward into the box. Harrigal goes on the scamper, touched the keeper there. It's going to be a corner.
Nice.
Comets got to be quick. 59 seconds left. So could it be 4 at halftime? 3-0. The girls were 9 up at halftime.
9-0 at halftime. We went and then into just about 5 minutes left of the second half before the Comets put it away 10-0.
Adam Habib takes a short corner here to Ben Buckley. Back to Habib. Habib trying to make amends. Fires one. Slices his shot. Ends up to Joe Edmonds. Joe Edmonds round 1. And then in comes the number 29, Alessio. And Durant will clear their lines. And we've got 25 seconds left of this first half with the Comets leading by 3-0. Yeah, here's Austin Wormel. Colin Manning has to start thinking where he's going to get me a cup of tea from. Not many choices. Here's Hudgins. We've got a kettle down below us. Just a tea bag and a cup required and a little bit of milk. Now, here is...
Do you go milk first and then tea, or do you go tea
gosh.
then milk?
Oh, you have to put the tea bag in and pour the hot water on, and then the milk goes in afterwards. Well, there we go. We finished the half talking about English cups of tea. The Comets lead by 3-0. Let's say it's not been all one-way traffic, but quite one-way traffic, hasn't it?
Yeah, pretty well, pretty close. I don't think Wormel has had to make a single save. Had a pretty quiet night back there. One shot kind of went wide, but other than that, been pretty quiet. And the Comets actually could have had 4 or 5 there. If Habib's goal goes in or Matt Smith's chest down goes in, we could have had a few more goals. And it's a nice night here on senior night, and it's nice to see how the Comets are playing.
And just before we go to the break, we got Matt Sandlin. Matt, on senior night, how proud are you of these boys and girls that you've seen tonight playing soccer?
Oh, well, I'm definitely proud of every single individual that's been out on the field. I was just down talking with the boys, and they're really giving it their all. They're putting a lot of hustle behind their playing tonight, and as you can see, it's turning out for them. We're incredibly proud of all of them.
Absolutely. District champions for the girls. They've already put Durant away 10-0. And if the Bishop Kelly boys win tonight, they will also be district champions, Matt. And obviously for soccer, you can't get any better than that here, can you?
No, it cannot. Well, I know a lot of them do have one thing on their mind for the next few games ahead, and that is that golden ball. And I think with the 2 possible district championship teams, I just think that reflects on how well our Comets are going to be playing in the playoffs.
And Matt, just from a spectator's point of view, how much fun is it being in the student section? We did get a shot from our girl down there on the student section. Just how much fun is it to watch the game of soccer from your point of view?
Oh, it's so much fun. It doesn't always get the massive crowds that other sports give, but whenever a good group of students come out here, it's just so much fun. We all enjoy it. We all love yelling out our congratulations and urgencies and telling one another to expose the skills of all around. It's a great experience, but yes.
And how much fun is it being next to the legend who is Mr. Manning?
Oh, Mr. Manning just brings another dynamic into the game. I mean, Whenever I'm away, I always turn in to hear his lovely voice on the podcast, and it's honestly what allows me to sleep at night. But
Mr. Manning, your repose, please. Any questions for Mr. Sandlin before we go to break?
No, but the key is that if Josh Chanley is listening,
oh yes,
it is your day tomorrow for micro home economics breakfast. So do not forget, Josh. You let us down last time,
Yes.
and we want to make sure that you turn up tomorrow.
Josh is the only student not to have brought a hot breakfast for our home economics, microeconomics class.
Do you know, we've talked about microeconomics breakfast, we've talked about English cups of tea. The people of Durant who are listening in, they must think, what on earth goes on at Bishop Kelly here? But I promise you, we are a normal high school. Guys, thank you so much for the first half. Good to see you, Matt. Maybe we'll get Matt at the end there, and we get a couple of other students here on senior night. I want to say well done to this young man as well, because I have sat in the audience and watched him on the stage in the various musicals. So well done to you, sir. You're an absolute legend around the school and a very popular young man with both faculty and students. We will take a break. Colin and Matt now are going to go on the hunt for a cup of tea for me. We'll be back with the second half, and the score is sitting quite nicely for the Comets. They're leading Durant by 3-0, and you're watching BishopKellyTV.live.
Hi, I'm Mary Chris Revard from the class of 2014, and I am excited to introduce the BK family to Gateway Mortgage Group. Gateway Mortgage is Oklahoma's largest independent mortgage company and employs over 1,000 people across the country. Everything Gateway does revolves around their core value of being passionate about strengthening families. When you need a mortgage company for the next place you will call home, consider Gateway Mortgage Group, where we close loans on time, every time.
Ethan Brown, sophomore, Austin Wormel, senior, Brennan Whalen, sophomore, Jack Sewell, freshman, Joe Edmonds, senior, Chris Ritchie, junior, Jason Webb, senior, Gavin Walker, senior, Adam Habib, senior, Sebastian Estrada, sophomore, Parker Harrigill, sophomore, Ben Barkley, senior captain, Ethan Udrisky, sophomore, Gavin Trisanella, senior, Jack Barkley, sophomore, Gabriel Kano, senior, Brooks Bernelli, freshman, Drew Minden, sophomore, Braden Hudgins, sophomore, Thomas Cunningham, junior, Ethan Hodgins, junior, Austin Rogers, sophomore, Andreas Gonzalez, senior, Luke Balazentes, freshman, Matt Smith, senior, Connor Montross, sophomore, Oscar Sanchez, sophomore, Nick Barone, junior, Vinny Frasillo, junior, Graham Chappell, sophomore, Adam Gwynn, freshman, Jared Grief, junior, Tyler Rupke, junior, Carson King, freshman, Zach Butler, junior, Cole Leonard, sophomore, Cooper Kenny, senior, Brian Becerra, freshman, Brooks Benson, freshman, Cade Livesey, sophomore.
Well, welcome back here to Bishop Kelly. We're at half-time with the Comets leading by 3-0. I've just gone into the crowd and got some seniors. We're on senior night here. Sir, introduce yourself and tell us what you do at Bishop Kelly. Look into the camera.
My name's Tushar Patel, and I'm the student section leader here at Bishop Kelly, and I'm just happy to be here, support the senior class. Senior night, we're going to get district, and I'm excited for it.
Just tell us about what it's like being in the student section and watching soccer in particular.
Well, the student section has been always been great here at Bishop Kelly, and especially here tonight, we got a great group of seniors come here to support our seniors. Not only just seniors, but we also have everyone in the school here, so it's pretty fun.
Excellent. Tusha, I know that you're a fond, as I am, of cricket.
Yep.
Should we start something at Bishop Kelly, cricket?
Yeah, for sure. It'd be great to see a cricket team here and start a club maybe next year. Pretty awesome.
Maybe we can talk about the rules of cricket, but they're too long to explain to you now. Tusha, thank you so much. I'm going to let you go and see if you can find some more seniors that I can talk to. Anybody you would like. I'm going to introduce Joe. Joe, I know your name, Joe Tasker. I had the pleasure of teaching Joe some algebra. Tell us what you've been playing this year, Joe.
I've been on the tennis team this year. Yeah, it's been great.
And you still are on the tennis team?
Yes, sir. State's coming up here in 3 weeks. Regionals is in 2. We're looking at a pretty good year this year. Might win state. Good chance. It'll be fun.
Have you been playing more doubles or singles?
Doubles.
Who's your partner?
Monif Habib and Gowie. It switches off every once in a while.
So just tell me, with with the game of tennis and doubles, presumably you've got to have a really good understanding with each other.
Yes, sir. No, it's real good connection, and you have to trust each other. It's like great trust. It's a lot of fun.
And just, again, enlighten us. We know what happens in soccer. You play some district games, you go through the playoffs and so on. If you lose, you're out. How does it work in tennis?
Well, in tennis, the state tournament is the real big deal, and throughout the whole season, you get seedings, and how you get seedings is through beating other teams through duels and through other tournaments. And if you get the 1 or 2 seed, which we will probably have 2 or 1 seeds everywhere we are in the 4 lines that we play, will make the tournament way easier and give us a great shot at winning the title. So we're looking at a good year.
And you've been playing all 4 years?
Yes, sir. This is my first year getting on varsity, and I'm just a little bit taking over. I'm an alternate, so I play every once in a while for kids who can't play. So it's been a good year, and we're looking good this year.
And just finally, talk about academic. What do you do after Bishop Kelly?
I'm actually going to Montana State next year, and I'm making the trip up there, doing the unusual, so it'll be a good time. I'm excited.
Joe, thanks very much for joining us here on Bishop Kelly. That's Joe Tasker, one of our seniors. We're celebrating senior night here. We're going to find some more seniors. We'll have to take a quick break while Tushar and Joe find some more seniors for us. We've got the second half of the boys' soccer to come. 3-0 to the boys, looking very good. If they win tonight, they become district champions. The girls already having done that earlier on tonight. We'll take a quick break now. You're watching BK.TV Live.
Thank you, Coach.
Nice English name.
Yeah.
We'll have to be quick.
Okay.
I'm joined here by Alex Webber. Alex, your game is looking at you golf.
Golf. Yeah, that's right.
Where have you been? Excuse me. Where have you been playing? I'm looking at that, and I'm extremely hungry. I just want to say that. Where have you been playing today? Well,
I got you. Adams Golf Course in Bartlesville.
And how did you do?
As a team, we got second.
Okay,
By
now
1 stroke, we almost won, but 1 stroke difference. I double bogeyed the last hole. That's on me.
Just on double bogeying, for anybody that doesn't know the game of golf, that means he shot 2 more than he should have done for the part. What happens with state? How do you win state in golf? Enlighten me.
Well, you shoot lower than the rest, but I mean, it's hard work. All right, we've been every Tuesday and Thursdays at 6:30 a.m. We've been in Coach Bethard's House of Gains, aka the new gym, just putting in our work, and we're out here running miles on end every Friday.
Because you have to do it if you're going to be state champion. We're going to have to let Alex go. I'm going to have to get back for the second half. We're going to speak to some more seniors at the end of this game. The boys are leading by 3-0. Remember, if they win this game tonight, they become the district champions in soccer. Good luck to the golf team. Good luck to tennis. Good luck to everybody. Take a short break. Thank you. We'll get to you later, guys. Welcome back here to the second half. Hope you enjoyed those student interviews. Here we are on senior night after all. We've heard from Tushar Patel, who's very much in the student side of things, student council and so on. We heard from Joe Tasker, tennis. And last one there, Alex Webber from golf. So good to get an array of sports. We'll hope to get some more folks. In fact, 2 of them wanted to do an interview. And there's a game of soccer going on, Colin Manning. 3-0.
The Comets winning ahead 3-0 with goals by Hudgens, Habib, and Harrigill, the 3 H's of the Comet team. Scoring pretty evenly in the 21st, 17th, and 6th minutes. And Comets now going south to north, which means that they should have the wind at their backs here in the second half.
And they're back to an all-senior lineup. Nick Musto is still on the field up front. Here's Habib sharing a 1-2 with Ben Buckley. Habib now, can he feed the ball to the right-hand side? He certainly can. Cooper Kenny in those black boots here drives the ball in. Nick Musto's in there, and there was a scuffed clearance from the keeper. It nearly fell to Musto for a tap-in. He points at Cooper Kenny and says, great ball in, my friend. Here's Adam Habib. We'll come to Colin Manning just in a moment, because wave upon wave of attack here at the start of this second half, and that's going to be a corner kick. Colin, what a start to the second half.
Oh, it started off with a blistering pace. I mean, the Comets could have sat back with this 3-0 lead, but they just went straight at it, and Cooper Kenny missed that by mere centimeters of getting that ball in.
Going to be a corner then. We're going to see if we can get some live scores.
Corner with Andres Gonzalez taking the corner. Could be a nice swing in here with this wind.
It is, and there's Kenny at the back, and Cooper Kenny scores on senior night. That is a popular goal. Cooper Kenny in from the corner from Andres Gonzalez, and there was Cooper Kenny at the far post, unmarked, 4-0, and Cooper Kenny becomes the first scorer to have a last name that does not begin with H. And I think there was a card shown there, wasn't there? Was there a card shown? Or no, I think the referee was just writing down the scores.
Not that I saw, but what a nice header goal in. Just a nice in-swinging ball and nice head goal in. That was just a really beautiful, well-worked goal.
Really good goal.
Comets up 4-0 on the night, and that should be able to pretty easily see out the rest of the night. But knowing these guys on senior night, they're going to push forward and try to get even more to really put on a good show here for the fans here on senior night.
Yes, indeed. So,
of course, with Austin Wormel in the back in goal, 1 goal should be enough for any particular evening with the way he's been playing.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So there is Austin Wormel.
He seems to touch the ball every time we mention his name. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, he does. There's Ben Barkley to Habib. Habib just checking there, back inside. Feeds the ball square to Barkley on the football 30. Here's Habib having to go back here to Gavin Walker, yet another senior. They're all seniors out there. Kano wants the ball. There he is, Gabriel Kano inside the box as it eluded him. Cross comes the defender. Kano's won a corner for the Comets. And Ben Barkley will take it again. Good play from Kano.
Very nice play and good communication by the Comets. They're talking and pointing where they want the ball and able to really get up and play the ball well. Habib here right at the edge of the box.
Barkley back to Habib. Good step in, though, from the Durant defender. Stabs it away. That's the number 25 there, Brian Uzure, one of the 2 Uzure, Bryce and Brian. Both seniors. Of course,
throw in for the Comets.
We're hoping that Durant will finish in the top 4 and be in the playoffs. I'm sure they will be. Here's Habib. They've only lost once. If they lose tonight, it'll be twice. But they're looking pretty good for getting in the top 4, getting in the playoffs, which of course start next Tuesday. Comets will be at home. That's a driven ball forward. Joe Edmonds heading the ball back to Wormel, and Wormel gets there ahead of Mauricio Vargas. for the Lions. And here comes
Comets have some numbers
Habib.
here.
They do. I was just going to say that 5 against 4, but
There's
that's
the
too
wind
much.
catching that ball.
Yeah, for Cooper Kenny. And as you say, the wind and no planes coming in from the south tonight.
Yeah, so the Comets are going to have to learn how to play on this with this wind, although it's died down just a touch. But this wind coming south to north is really going to affect the way they play going this way. The ball will carry further and be a little harder to control. But also that can make it a little easier for shots on goal because the keeper's not ready for the way that ball is going to move around.
So the lineup then, Jason Webb there, one of the centre-backs just throwing it back to Wormel, Joe Edmonds, Gavin Walker's here on the left, and Thomas Cunningham actually is the only non-senior out. He's a junior, and he's playing at right back. Here is Joe Edmonds, also a basketball player, and has done cross-country as well. Good all-round sportsman. Here is the junior, getting the ball back from Kano. Here is Cooper Kenny, needs to get there, and he does. That's a good reach from Kenny. Missed by the defender. Surely a goal! Oh, Nick Musto has scored! And that has brought a bench clearance. Can you believe it? Nick Musto scores the goal. There he is. The celebration. Nick Musto milking it from the crowd.
The shoe
Oh, my
shine.
goodness me. 5-0. But you have to say a mistake by the defender allowing Nick Musto in, but that's a popular goal.
Yeah, that ball never should have gotten through, and the ball gets through and just sits up just right there for him. That had to be a goal. Couldn't be anything but a goal. And what a great feeling on senior night.
For Nicholas Musto, and of course,
And we've had, 4 seniors? Is that right? 4 seniors? Or is it all 5 are seniors? We got Hudgens, Habib, Harrigill, Kinney, and Musto.
Habib, and Hudgens and Harrigill are sophomores,
sophomores,
so it's
okay.
our third one.
Senior.
And I wonder if Dad Rick is here tonight to watch. Rick and Musto, a great faculty member here at Bishop Kelly as well. Now the ball is away there for a Durant throw-in. As stadium announcer Kevin says, Matt Smith down there chatting to Messrs. Barkley and Cromwell, no doubt saying, "Put me on, coach. I could have scored that one." Slice clearance from Gonzalez. He looks disappointed in himself there, Andreas Gonzalez.
I was talking to Matt Smith's dad just a little while ago, and he said he was going to make him clean out the garage since he missed that one chance earlier today.
There you go. There you go. Now, long clearance from Austin Wormel. Ben Barkley tries to bring it down. Cross comes the...
and I found this out about Matt Smith. He's headed to North Carolina to wrestle, but it's a weird scholarship. He gets to go to North Carolina and wrestle for North Carolina, but can take classes and actually get a degree from Duke if he wanted to. Wow. It's an interesting scholarship. Only one in the country where you can go to 2 colleges on the same scholarship.
There you go. There is Gonzalez. Oh, well, that's a good feint there. Gives it into Ben Barkley. Habib wants it. Here's Habib inside the box. Back comes the defender.
Just couldn't get a foot on it.
Defender there was Joshua Alejo.
He just kind of got wrong-footed there and just couldn't quite get any power behind it.
Still looking for latest scores to see who the Comets might play if they were to win the district. We're not counting our chickens, as we say, but currently it would be at home to Pryor next Tuesday. Pryor sitting in 4th on -1 point. Could be Skiatook and Cowida a 3rd. East Central and Claremore top the group. East Central 2nd. Gavin Walker in there, a slight handball. Back comes the defender, Rachko, does well.
If anyone knows, they could tweet at us at BKTV Live. You could tweet at us and tell us whether or not what some of the scores. We would love to hear that, or hear from any of you at BKTV Live. And tomorrow night we'll be at Memorial for an away, so back-to-back games. Don't often see that, but tonight's a little bit funky because we were supposed to have played Friday. We got a Durant player down on the field, clutching his lower leg. Hopefully that's just a little mild twist and we'll be okay. Supposed to have played Friday night, but with the torrential downpours and lightning, we made that call early. We didn't want Durant to drive 3 hours, get here, and then not get to play because of a lightning strike. And so they decided to just call that game early and move it to tonight. Tonight's normally would have been a JV night, correct?
Correct, and what a night it was as well, wasn't it?
There was, I think, on Friday morning, there was lightning that I swear struck inside my house. The thunder was so loud. So free kick to Durant. Comets in a 3-man wall.
And here it is, into the box. Stooping header away by Edmonds. Still the ball loose. In steps Thomas Cunningham, and here's Habib.
Comets really wanting to keep that clean sheet in their district play. Barkley looks for a foul. None is given. I know Austin would appreciate, Warmel would appreciate to have an entire clean district play, not have a goal scored against him in district play. He's on that track so far this year. And with one game and 30 minutes left.
What I can tell you is that at 5 o'clock today, Casher Hall 1, Claremore 7. Mount St Mary.
Always good to see Casher Hall lose.
Mount St Mary 2, Piedmont 7.
That other school, that's what we say, the other school.
I'm just wondering whether we've got last year's results a bit. You can't tell anything here. I'm just having a look. No, that is right. So they've quickly put those up. So we'll see if we can get the prior score, which would help us out. And at 8 o'clock,
they won. Coweta won 11.
I don't think that's that can't be right. It says it's the win-lose streak. I think so. No, yeah. I think all those scores I've given you.
We're a little off there.
Little off. We're trying to get something for you, but it doesn't seem to be giving us any live scores.
None of them.
I think
Claremore win. Most everybody would have tried to play Friday night, I think, if they could have. But we've got some coming up. Casher game's coming up. That game actually hasn't played yet.
So
my dreams of a Casher loss have not occurred yet.
Not happened yet. But so anyway, you're listening to
fingers crossed.
Colin Manning and Dave Saunders here on Bishop Kelly TV. Thank you for your company, especially if you're listening in from Durant. We know a few of you are. Sadly, your team are going down at the moment 5-0, but not without a fight. They've not given up. Long ball forward. In steps Joe Edmonds to powerfully header away. In the midfield, Ben Barkley tries to elude the defender. Runs into a Durant player. That's the man, the victim was Rafael Guzman, who wins the free kick. And the referee just talking to Barkley and saying, time your challenges a bit better, please.
So we have had 5 goals by 5 different Comets: Hudgens, Habib, Harrigill, Kinney, and Musto. 1 yellow card out to a Durant player, but that was the last that we have seen as far as cards. No one else has gone in the book. Been a pretty clean game. Couple of minor incidents, but for the most part, been a pretty clean game.
Yeah, absolutely has.
Everybody's playing hard here on senior night for the Comets.
Talking of seniors, here comes Gavin Walker striding down the left-hand side.
Musto's calling for it. Held onto the ball just a little too long. Edmonds with the ball. Passes over to Barkley. Barkley looking for somebody, but decides to have a crack himself. A little too far away for that one.
Well, plenty of games in progress. Prior against Coweta is the game that we would like. Still, we go on then with the number 22 nearest to us. That's Alejo. Banged forward down the right-hand side.
That should be a Comet throw.
Comet throw in.
Coming in, Matt Smith for Nick Musto.
Well, Musto's got his goal.
now that the Comets will go all out to try to get Matt his goal on senior night. You can see the high fives and the smiles there on the sideline for Nick Musto.
Did score a goal, did Matt Smith in a JV game. This is a good run, though. Wormel may have his work cut out, but he won't get past Jason Webb, Will Vasquez. Good run, though, from my pick of the Durant players. Here's Ben Barkley. Plenty of white shirts ahead of him. None more. Well, there's Adam Habib. Barkley was taken out slightly late there, holds his face.
Yeah, they called just advantage there.
Habib tries to go past 2, doesn't get round them.
That's the second or third time Barkley's gone down pretty hard here in the second half.
Bryson Leday just giving the ball away, trying to win it back now. In steps Joe Edmonds. Here's Smith on his left foot, not his favourite one, banged away by Durant. Anywhere will do. 5-0 down. The Comets then, as Colin said, Braden Hudgens, Adam Habib, Parker Harrigill, Cooper Kenny, and Nick Musto with the Comet goals.
It's good to see Jack Barkley up and around on the sidelines. He had gone out in the first with a slight injury. He's lobbying to get back in.
Ben Barkley tackled there, but, well, the number 7 there, that's Mauricio Vargas. Can't believe it. He said he played the ball, and Barkley went over the ball.
I think he's got a pretty good case there. He played the ball, and Barkley stepped on the ball and fell down. And I think he's got a pretty good case that he didn't really cause that. But, you know, you got to give it to these refs. That is it happens fast, and they don't have the benefit of replay or the, you know, high-up view that we get.
And to be fair to the number 7, Vargas, he did finish with a big smile on his face. Here's Ben Barkley. Will he go for goal? Yes, he will. Good save by the keeper there. Got everything behind that one, did Tanner Davidson. And here is the man that committed the alleged foul. And he's just hit that one over the top of his friend, the right back, and takes out our...
Nearly takes out the camera.
Yeah. She waves up. She's okay.
She was quick on that. Nice move.
Yeah, nice move there.
I don't know who that is, but she did some nice work getting the camera out of the way.
Here is Joe Edmonds to Thomas Cunningham. A couple of birds fly overhead. No planes, though. Here's Gonzalez to Kano. Kano now. Good ball to Ben Barkley. Ben Barkley through to Kano. This will be a popular goal. Oh, Gabriel Kano. The outside of his right foot. Big smile on his face. Gavin Walker does the celebrations with him. Kano gets the 6th. And we now have the Comet 6, the Lions 0. Colin Manning.
That was a nice goal. The Comets play such good combination play. Just good 1-2s, and that came in and then just gets slotted right through for Kano. And then to not go near post, but go outside of the foot to go to the far post, which obviously wrong-footed the keeper. And that was a nice goal for a really great kid. I've had him in class, and just a really great kid to get that in. I'm happy for him tonight.
I concur. 6-0. The Comets lead by 6 goals to 0. And
man, well, I tell you what, it's happy up here in the booth too. It's nice to see the Comets leading 6-0. Hopefully, we can get in some of our other players, get them some playing time, and especially give maybe some of these starters some rest, given that we've got to go back-to-back nights tomorrow. Tried to slot through for Matt Smith there.
Kano likes the outside of his right foot, doesn't he?
He does.
But Durant trying to clear their lines, get a bit of respite for their defence. Walker's want to throw in on this near side. Crowd quiet.
Has not been a lot of respite for this defense. The Comets have, much like in the girls' game, it has been played all on the Durant side of the field.
Here's Walker then back to Joe Edmonds. Favour returned by Walker. And there was the number 13 there, Orozco, Nicholas Orozco, playing the ball infield. That's a good touch by the 17, Liday. But across comes Joe Edmonds. And Edmonds has won a throw-in.
Should be out, yeah, for a common throw. Nice recovery by Edmonds, because that 17 could have been through clear, but Edmonds cut him off and didn't allow him to, not only didn't allow him to take the ball himself, but also made sure he didn't have anybody to pass to. Long throw into nobody.
Should mention as well on senior night the girls behind the scenes who help the boys soccer. Sammy Isler, she's down there somewhere. Sammy, yeah, there she is in the red on the bench. It's going to be a throw into Durant. Ashley Kaufman down there does a lot of good work for the boys soccer program. Not forgetting Regan Roth and McKenna Lewis as well, along with Nick Musto and Ben Sands, of course. So I hope I've probably missed someone, and I hope they'll forgive me if I have, but I think I got everybody in.
What a play by Habib.
Yeah, here is Habib. You pay your money to just see him play, wouldn't you? Ball bounces back to the arms, the grateful arms of Tanner Davidson. Poor old Tanner, he's been beaten 6 times tonight.
There's the wind coming at you right there.
In fact, I should say, Colin, this is the best score currently that the Comets have got in district, beating the 5 that they had against Hale home here and also down at Shawnee.
Well, you know, poor Durant had to wait a couple of days to be able to play this game. Have long drives here and back, and looks like it's going to be another long drive back for them. This has been a tough night for the Durant Lions and Lionesses. The Comets came to play here on senior night.
But as we say, they should be in the playoffs next Tuesday, Durant.
Yeah.
With the possibility of meeting the Comets again, of course. Here's Habib. Habib now. Blue shirts all around. Kano for his second of the night. Hits a defender. Ben Barkley in the D on his right foot. Shoots. Oh, keeper tips it onto the bar. Not sure he knew much about that. In fact, he's hurt his hand, I think, the keeper.
Oh, man, that's one I'd like to see a little goal line technology on that one to see whether or not that went over or not. That was close.
And we'll watch the keeper there with his hand. I think he bent his hand.
It looks like it's hurt.
Here's Cooper Kenny. Wave upon wave of attack. Kenny now inside the box. And he puts it in the keeper's hands. Keeper has done well, to be honest, tonight. Tanner Davidson. Shout out for him. Now, here's Durant on a rare forage forward, but that's an aimless ball through to Jason Webb.
I don't know the number of shots he's seen, but it's got to be well into the double digits that he's had to save.
I think so, and it was a good save onto the bar, to be fair to him, even if, it did hurt his hand a bit. I'm sure he won't mind because he saved it. That's a ball in field there by Orozco. Here's Kano, the latest goal scorer for the Comets. Habib wide on the left-hand side, likes to cover every square inch of the field. That's a good tackle, though, coming in from Joshua Alesho. Oh, that's a good piece of play going around Walker. Nice. Walker has a smile on his face, but he's beaten there by the defender.
Comets work to keep it in. Cannot.
No, cannot keep it in.
Throw in for the Lions.
So, throw in for Durant, wearing all blue tonight. Thank you for your company here on Bishop Kelly TV.
Ball falls for 17.
Jason Webb has hit one up in the air there. Thomas Cunningham challenges for the ball.
I can tell you right now, that's a ball goalkeepers don't like because it's going to sit down for somebody to get their laces through it. Fortunately for the Comets, it was turned out.
Barkley to Habib. How many times have we said that this season? Here's Habib now to Barkley. Barkley now to Habib, but in steps the defender. And it's going to come back to Andreas Gonzalez, one of the three captains. He's fouled. That one is a foul by the number 7.
Oh, not just a foul, but a yellow.
Oh.
Is he going to get,
Wow. Well, Vargas
can't believe
it. He's been carded.
Well, he came at him from behind, and I think that's what the yellow was for. Didn't appear to be playing the ball, really came from behind and just clipped him and pulled the legs out from underneath him. And I think that's what the yellow card was for. I don't believe he got the warning for the first one. It wasn't a bad foul on the first foul that he committed. But on that one, I think it was because he came in straight in behind him and didn't really look like he was going for the ball. Really just took his legs out from underneath him.
Well, Vargas is talking to his coach. Coach puts his arm around him.
So he's been subbed out. And the Comets now have 3 around the ball. Habib, Gonzalez, and Barkley discussing kind of where they want to put the ball.
That's good coaching. I'm just getting my on coach there talking to Vargas. He's just got the yellow card. You're right, Colin. Free kick. And here is Ben Barkley. Goes for goal. Saved by the keeper. There he is.
Nothing as cheeky as that first penalty on that one. We didn't see a Habib Barkley little bit of trickery like we did on the penalty kick.
And we should say that if you're joining this game late, please go back and look at these games on BK TV. You can go on the website and Google BK TV Live and see that cheeky penalty that Colin was talking about. Rarely seen. Certainly, I don't think it's probably ever been seen in district. I have no, authority in my words there, but, it was a cheeky free penalty that was played from one player to another, and you're allowed to do it within the rules. Here's Kano. Kano will go from a mile out, and the keeper saves it, but Gabriel Kano regularly does that in training.
Okay, so here's an Americanism. I don't know if he's feeling his oats. Is that in English? Did the English say that?
I don't think we do.
Yeah, that's when you're kind of giving it a go, feeling your oats. You're a little up for it that day. Taking a few extra chances. Ball out for a Comet throw.
Now,
So might get to see some. It looks like some of the juniors are looking at warming up.
yeah, Chris Ritchie's down there. Nick Barone. Haven't seen him in action tonight. Here's Thomas Cunningham, talking to juniors.
I always feel for Chris Ritchie on a school night that he plays a game because he's got to drive all the way the hour back to Muskogee.
We know that Muskogee Turnpike.
We do
pretty
know
well,
that
don't we,
turnpike.
Colin?
Ready
Yes.
for that construction to be done on that turnpike, I'll tell you that much.
Yes, it's getting a little better, isn't it? But now there's Durant's substitution.
And comments are going to substitute. In comes Barone and Ritchie.
Yeah, and it will be Thomas Cunningham making way. Chris Ritchie has been told to, well, Coach Buckley waving his arms. I mean, he's giving him instructions. Cunningham comes off. Habib, is he coming off? Or
Habib
he's
coming
staying in? We've got to take another one off if Barone's going. Barone's not going in yet.
It looks
so
like he's going to stay on the side. He took his bib off, so I thought he was coming straight in, but I guess he's going to hang for a little while longer.
Here is Habib back into the fray. Just got a drink there. Good first touch again from Habib. Be worth going to TU next season to see Adam Habib play there. Here he is again. Good ball from Barkley. Habib hits
Side
the
net.
side netting, and it remains 6-0 to the Comets with 16 minutes to go.
Yeah, been pretty well one-way traffic going straight at the Durant goal. I feel for this keeper. There's no rest for the weary. He is getting peppered almost every minute with some kind of shot on goal. Ritchie with the long throw. It's kind of his specialty, isn't it, Coach?
It is. Here is Habib. That was wind assisted as well. Habib now laying it back to good friend Barkley. Barkley to Kano. Kano thinks about trying another one. Does try another one. Hits the bar. Cooper Kenny on the follow-up. Here's Matt Smith, who's offside. Well, Gabriel Kano
was having quite a night.
He was about 25 yards out, and that beat the keeper. All ends up, but hits the crossbar.
I've been trying to teach. I've been wanting to teach. My daughter's team has a girl who's really good at gymnastics. I've been trying to teach her the flip throw, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Wow.
Although, did you see that Oklahoma Energy goal a couple weeks ago?
I did indeed.
Those of you who didn't see it, a guy probably about 30, 40 yards away does a flip throw in, goes off a guy's head, bounces up in the air, and a guy bicycle kicks it into the goal. Now, I don't want to ever praise the Oklahoma Energy, but that was Oklahoma City Energy, but that was a heck of a goal.
It certainly was. Here's Ben Barkley. Cooper Kenny will get on the end of this, and he's onside. Pulls it back. Smith is waiting. Scuff clearance from Durant. Here's Walker. Seniors will probably finish this game. I know Gavin Trisnella sadly has a toe injury. Ben Barkley stepping in. Matt Smith still prowling up front, looking for that goal. Jason Webb here, shepherding the player towards the left-hand side. Ritchie helps him out, and in steps Joe Edmonds, and that ball is out. It's going to be a throw into Durant.
You can see the comments are really trying to work when they get forward, trying to get Matt Smith that goal.
Zach White with the throw there. Durant.
Except for Gabriel Kano, who's just shooting from all over the field. I'm surprised he isn't shooting from where he is right now.
Give him a chance, he will. That ball is out from the hard-working Jose Vasquez. And none has worked harder than that young man for the Durant cause tonight. Some of the crowd thinking about going now. 13 minutes, get out of the parking lot a little bit quicker than everybody else, but still 13 minutes to go. Comets leading by 6-0. That's something I've never done in England or this side of the pond, is left a game of soccer early.
Oh.
I've never done that because you see crowd walking out and you can miss a couple of goals at the end. You
Absolutely.
know? I mean, I've never seen the point. Just to get your car out of a parking lot a little bit quicker. Here's Kano. Like you say, he could have a shot from here. He's only 40 yards out. Lays it back to Barkley. Barkley now on senior night. The senior captain. Good piece of skill from him. Round 2. Round 3. Fires a shot. Oh, what a goal from Ben Barkley. Well, that's what St. Louis will be getting next season. Ben Barkley with the 7th. And he becomes a 7th different scorer on the night. And what a great goal that was, Colin Manning.
That was an exceptional goal. But both having to trip around 2 different players, 3 different players, and then a nice curling low shot into the goal. That was well done, and the Comet players are up sort of like, they're doing push-ups for the number of goals. They're dancing on the sidelines. It is a festive night here on senior night. Nice to see Barkley in his last home game score, and the Billikens are getting a good one in Barkley.
So Durant for the 8th time tonight, kickoff. Here's Habib.
And I think Barkley has played every minute of this game. I don't think he's come out at all.
No, that is correct. In fact, I can't. Well, we did take him off actually down at Shawnee to give him a bit of a rest when the Comets are leading by 4 or 5. So, throw in for Chris Ritchie.
So you wonder if he's going to do his sort of patented long throw. Looks like Gabriel Kano's setting up.
Headed away by Durant. In steps Edmonds. Knees the ball. Had to stoop there. Feeds Cooper Kenny down the right-hand side. Cooper Kenny also a very good cross-country runner. Good piece of play from Kenny. Brings in Joe Edmonds. Here's Matt Smith. Oh, and he misses his kick.
Oh, now he's going to have to clean the garage twice.
Here's Chris Ritchie trying a shot from a long way out, but that's...
Smith is going to have to clean the garage, his room, the entire house.
Yeah, Matt Smith there, never far from a smile. Waves from some of the parents as they leave. But to be fair to Durant, they're still fighting, even though they are losing by 7 goals to 0. Here is Smith trying to atone for his last effort on goal. Here's Kano.
Well, you can always find Smith. He has the highlighter shoes.
Yeah, that's true. Now, Chris Ritchie wants to go on a little run. Checks, gives it back to senior captain Gonzalez. Good ball back from him to Ritchie. Chris Ritchie inside the box here. Can he get it past the keeper? Smith had just gone too early. Good play from Ritchie. Here's Habib. If it could have been, if Smith had delayed his run, it would have been a tap-in.
If he had held up just another second or two. But that's so hard to hold back.
Yeah. Here is Habib.
Man, the Hurricane are getting a good one in Habib, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And St. Louis are getting a pretty good one in Ben Barkley.
And when we luck out, we get free tickets to these. But, man, somebody's going to pay some money to see him play.
Now, here's Ritchie. Will it fall to
just
Smith?
Turned out for Smith.
Habib now. Can he find Smith? Habib will shoot. Hits the defender. Rolls away to Kano. Kano goes in. Good tackle from the defender.
Comets got to get back. The Lions have numbers now.
Yep.
Edmonds turning him out at the midfield. And then getting, should have had the ball back.
Just for a moment, the Lions were 2-on-2 there. Now, can they fashion out an opportunity on the highlighter's goal? No, because in steps Gonzalez, but the ball falls here to Isaiah Maris, the number 28. Now here's Kano, who scored 1 of the 7. 7 different goal scorers. Here's the latest one, Ben Barkley. Good play from Barkley. Smith ahead of him. Barkley gets tackled though. And then Barkley has tackled a little bit too hard there, and he's given a free kick away. He can't believe it, but it was the right decision for me.
Yeah, I'm going to say, if we can keep this clean sheet, this as good as Austin Warmel is, this isn't his clean sheet. This is a clean sheet by those defenders. They have kept everybody. And I don't think the Lions have really gotten into the box, much less a shot on goal. That's really been just an exceptional defensive effort. The Comets just have not let anybody through.
Here's Cooper Kenny.
Here's Smith.
Smith, I think it's too far from you. Out comes the keeper. It's not nice for the keeper to see a state champion wrestler coming towards you like that, but he did well. Chris Ritchie has gone down, and it's a foul against him. It's going to be a free kick to Durant, who trailed by 7-0. 8.5 minutes left. Just see Coach Barkley at the bottom of your screen there in the red cap. As Durant get us underway again. Joe Edmonds battling in the midfield, trying to get the ball away from Durant, saying, come on, it's senior night here at Bishop Kelly, we want the ball. But to be fair, Durant, as I keep saying, have battled away and never given up. Now, Edmonds does come out with the ball this time.
And he's everywhere in the field right now.
That was good play from Jace Hutchings there. Only a freshman, Hutchings. Cooper Kenny trying to keep the ball in. He's being pushed all over the place. Still we go on. Ball didn't go out.
Ball's got to stop. They called a foul. The ball is a free kick. Ball had to come to a rest.
And was it a free kick to the Comets? Yes, it was.
It should be a free kick to the Comets, yeah.
So, time just beginning to ebb away. 8 minutes to go for the Comets to score at least 3 more. And Matt Smith get his goal, maybe, is what we are all wanting on this night. Here is Gonzalez. I think if you were looking for one more thing, it would be a Matt Smith goal. Here's Kano. And they all know it as well, the players. Here's Andreas Gonzalez inside the box. Got a sea of blue shirts ahead of him. Here's Ben Barkley. Hits another shot.
Oh.
Good save from the keeper. I'll tell you what, the keeper is done well tonight, Tanner Davidson, because that was a stinging shot.
Yeah, you wouldn't think in this, with the scoreline as it is, that the keeper would have had a game, but he's almost the man of the match for me. We could have easily been 10-0 if he hadn't stood as strong as he has. It's going to be offsides.
Offside, yeah. Linesman waiting till the player became active.
And Barkley with a quick trigger on that play. I mean, just turned and shot. I was not a second from when he got the ball.
Ben Barkley is going to take a well-earned rest.
Nick Barone finally coming on.
Nick Barone coming on, as you say. Ben Barkley. Well, I'm surprised the crowd aren't applauding this young man as he comes off. But there we go. That's what you get, you know. You score a brilliant goal, you lead the team, you play every minute, nobody bothers. But
he looks worn out. He's ready for a rest.
He does. But he's done well, and I know the crowd do appreciate him here. Now, ball into the box, a long one, it bounces. Habib could get on the end of it. Oh, brilliant from Habib, keeps it in.
Oh.
Throw in, long throw from Chris Ritchie now. Matt Smith needs to get right in on the keeper and see if he can get a tap in. So we've got 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go. The clock on your screen slightly out there. Here's Chris Ritchie. Long throw from Ritchie into the box. Smith's underneath it. Matt Smith! Oh, it's just gone wide.
Just could not quite get it in.
Well, he did everything right there, Matt Smith. It was just what I predicted, that there was going to be a long throw. Would it fall? Yes, it would. And Matt Smith just won.
All right, so we've got the garage, we've got his room. Maybe that's the kitchen. He's got to clean now.
Yeah, he's got a busy week ahead of him now.
I would like to say we have an update on our acting principal, Judith McMaster. She seems to be doing well, and we all pray for her speedy recovery from a lung transplant, and hopefully she will be back here at campus next year. And get some rest, Judith, if you're tuning in.
A wonderful, wonderful person, wonderful colleague, and we wish her well. And she's doing very well so far. And there's Joe Edmonds right on cue, scoring the 8th goal. And he becomes the 8th different scorer, Colin.
8 goals, 8 different scorers. Plenty of seniors getting goals tonight. What a great senior night. And it's not often you see Joe Edmonds score from that far, that deep line role that he normally plays. What a night for these seniors.
What a night for these seniors, as you say. We had a good shot of goal scorer Joe. There he is, just gone off to the right. Your picture talking to Andreas Gonzalez. There was a night when Joe Edmonds scored 2 in one night, came up from right back. So the Comets still haven't conceded in district. They now better all of their previous 5 scores. They now lead by 8-0. And if they've got 6 minutes to score the last 2 to put this one fully to bed. And really now, as I keep saying, the only thing left, as Matt Smith takes a glance at the clock, is a Matt Smith goal. Does he? If he does score, does that mean he kind of undoes?
I think so. He's clean then. He's cleaned up from his cleaning. He doesn't have any more work he has to do. He'll get the day off.
You say garage, I say garage. Now here's Austin Wormel. Shout out to him. He's had very little to do. It takes a lot to beat that young man. Durant haven't done it, but they have got 5.5 minutes to do it. Here's Chris Ritchie. Left-footed ball, good ball into the centre circle to Gonzalez.
This game on paper, when we came in, looked like it was going to be a tough battle. They 1 and 2 in district in their district, and could have really put a tough game in on us. But really, the Comets have been able to just do really whatever they've wanted today. Habib trying way too much on that.
I think he got it between the yellow posts, but not the underneath the white ones. Goal kick then for Durant, who can slow this down. There is the number 27 in our shot, Jake Smith, who is a junior. Clears the ball up towards halfway. That's out on the far side. It's going to be a Comet throw taken by senior number 6, Gavin Walker. Walker now throws the ball down, looking for Edmonds, who seems to have come out of the back four. I think Barone's gone back there, I think, trying to get Edmonds a goal, another goal. Don't want to spoil the symmetry. 8 different scorers.
I do hate to mention this, but Barone is a Chelsea fan. He
Oh,
likes
well.
to taunt me with it this year.
Here's Habib. We'll come back to that in a minute. Habib shoots through the
Habib.
keeper, 9. Adam Habib becomes the first goal scorer to score 2. 9-0.
Well, can we do it? Can we get 2 10-0s in a night? I can't think of the last time we got 2 10-0s in a night.
I think it may have happened last season, but don't ask me with my poor memory. There's the latest goal scorer, Adam Habib, the number 7 in your shot.
So now this would really be something if Matt could get the goal to put us over the top on a 10-0 night.
We're going to have a substitution for Durant. Off goes the number 17. To be fair, he's worked hard, Bryson Liday. He's only a freshman, number 17. And into the fray comes, I think that's number 23, isn't it?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Which is Austin Reinecker. Here is Maris with the 28 shirt. Gives it away to Habib. He's now on a hat-trick, of course. Habib got the cheeky first one from the penalty taken by Ben Barkley. And has just hit a blinding shot past the keeper. Here is Kano. Threading the ball through, looking for Smith. I think probably the coach has said, OK, the last one has to be Matt Smith. 9-0, Comets lead. As Colin said, a good night. Girls won earlier on tonight, 10-0.
Yeah, just about 5 minutes into the second half. We scored the 9th one just before the half and got the 10th one just after the half.
Long ball from Ritchie. It's going to fall on the far side here to Gavin Walker.
Comets pressing for that 10th goal.
Ooh, Walker's going to strike one from a long way out.
Oh, does
the
Smith
ball.
get there?
Well,
Oh!
and the keeper is a different keeper, to be fair, who snuck on without us seeing.
Oh.
And I think that is the number 21 who's not on our team sheet, and I can only see one GK, or is it Reinecker? Reinecker's down as a goalkeeper as well, but forgive me, Durant fans, I do not know. It's not on my team sheet. Here's Kano. Here's Edmonds.
Again, you got to give it to the goalkeeper for being brave, going up against the state champion wrestler to step in his path.
Yes, indeed.
I know I'm not stepping in his path. You can have that goal if you're
Yeah.
coming against me.
Here's Walker now. Has he run out of pitch? Yes, he has. Goal kick, says the assistant referee on the far side there with the flag there. You can see flapping in the wind.
So 2:22 left in the game, trying to get the Comets one last goal as we come to the end of the game. But even if they don't get that, man, what a game it has been. It has been a nearly flawless performance by these Comets.
Absolutely right. It's the voice of Colin Manning. Yours truly, Dave Saunders here, bringing you the commentary.
Tomorrow night, the Comets are Memorial to finish up district play. But I believe with this one, we'll have one districts, or
Yes.
definitely clear through on districts and into the state tournament.
But Memorial may have something to play for because they'll definitely want to finish second, which I think they will with Durant losing tonight. I think there'll be 4 points between the two teams, and we don't know how Memorial do.
And that would mean a home game for them, correct?
Definitely.
In the
Bishop.
place which they would
Yes,
like to have.
yes, exactly. So Memorial will have something to play for as Walker fires a shot which hits the
Pretty
football
speculative.
crossbar.
That was about 40 yards out.
And we now tick down to a minute and a half. Again, thanks to all the team tonight behind the scenes, all the students, all the directors and producers, very ably led by Michael Blazik.
Well, and the Comets will have something to play for, too. They want to keep this clean sheet record going.
Yes,
Keep
indeed.
keep it clean all the way through for district play, which would be really an impressive feat, and give them some momentum going into the state finals.
Yeah, I don't think they'll want to give anything away at Memorial, but if you can, go to La Fortune.
Wow, was that like 8 dribbles by Adam Habib just then?
It's Joe Edmonds here to
Ball
Smith.
through to Smith.
Smith stabs a shot wide. Goal kick.
I think that's going to be it.
44 seconds left for Matt Smith to score the 10th goal.
The Comet bench players are up. ready to go cheer their team for their last home game for their seniors. And what a last home game it has been.
Absolutely right.
Couldn't ask for almost couldn't ask for a better night on senior night.
In district play, of course, the Comets will definitely now be home. We don't know the opponents on next Tuesday. Here's Habib trying to finish it off with 13 seconds to go. He's got to hit it. He's got to hit it. Someone's got to hit it. And that will do it. Nice little back heel from the assistant referee to finish it off. Matt Smith is happy enough. He didn't get his goal tonight. The Comets have convincingly won by 9-0. Hudgings, Habib 2, Harrigill, Cooper, Kenny, or Nick Musto, Gabriel Cano, Ben Barkley, and Joe Edmonds, and Colin Manning, we would say, comprehensive again.
Yeah, that was about as dominant of a performance as I've seen. I don't think Wormel made a single save all night long. Didn't have to. Played flawlessly. That's a night as a goalkeeper you like, where you don't even break a sweat. But really, all across the whole team, the whole team played well, played great defense, and really, and especially for these seniors to get one last night of glory here at Angela Prasa Field.
Absolutely right. There's Adam Habib just shaking hands at the end there. A great player, of course. 3 players who committed to colleges. Adam Habib will be staying local at TU. Austin Wormel, another clean sheet for him. The word for him, it's not. There he is. You can spot him in the bright green. He's going to shake hands with the officials now. It's not an easy job, is it, when you've got to stand there for a long time and you just want to keep a clean sheet. You've suddenly brought into action, but he really didn't have a lot to do tonight.
Really had nothing to do. I'm going to give total credit to those, to the defender and to the midfield of our team. They just always, anytime the ball got through, they were able to bring it back out, put it up into our forwards, and like I said, we had 8 different goal scorers on 9 goals. That really just shows the depth of this team, the strength of this team, and how they're able to just really spread the ball around. It was so great to see these seniors in their last game and at home, and you can see the smiles all over the team, especially Musto and Cooper Kenny getting those goals, Joe Edmonds getting his. Just a really a great night, and I'm proud of these guys, and now we go and hopefully win tomorrow and finish out district play.
Well said, Colin. I everything that you said there. Proud, very proud. I work with these lads day in, day out as well. Coach Barkley down there, and we can just see on the far side Durant, who never kept going, and their coach is telling them that. I'm sure they always kept going. Excuse me. Yeah. They never gave up. And there's Coach Barkley just coming into shot down there, hugging Matt Smith. I just want to say for any students of Bishop Kelly that are watching our broadcast, as we get a good shot of the squad there, dancing going on. Haven't won state yet, gentlemen. But if you are doing nothing tomorrow night and you want to come and see these boys play, it is at La Fortune. I think the kickoff, I want to say, is 7:30. It might be 8 o'clock, but 7:30 will get you there early anyway. Yeah. Come and see them. The district champions. They are the 5A district champions from District 3. They will play the 4th place team from District 4, which currently stands at Pryor. It could be Skyatook, and we're just going to wrap things up here. BKTV baseball, of course, is our next offering, and that's tomorrow night, and it starts at 4 p.m. And that is well worth a watch as well. And I think I'm right in saying Sam Harpin will be the commentator. I'm not quite sure. Sam, our regular football commentator, of course, and does a great job on the baseball. There's a shot of the squad. And again, Colin, a few words from you on the squad there that we look down. There's Nick Musto in the middle. It's been a great senior night, hasn't it?
It's been a great senior night for all of the spring sports, and very good for the soccer team to win 10-0 for the girls and 9-0 for the boys. Comprehensive wins across the board. Neither were really challenged, but it was a great win, especially on a day that we were postponed. That could throw off your scheduling, your timing, and really proud of these guys and gals, and look forward to the state tournament and as we move forward over the next couple of days. So a good night for them and a good night for the Comets.
I want to say thank you to Colin Manning. I want to say thank you to Kevin McMillan, who stood behind me, went to do the stadium announcing for the boys' game, did a great job on the girls' game. Congratulations to the girls and the boys for being district state as district champions. They now go on and try to win, of course, to be the state champion. They would love nothing less than that. The girls who sadly lost out on a golden goal in the final, the boys who lost on PKs to Bishop McGuinness, they all want to go one better this year. It's been a great senior night here. Thanks again to Michael Blazik and this wonderful team that is this wonderful production from Bishop Kelly TV. We are so thankful that you tune in to watch us as well. Join us again for baseball tomorrow night, 4 p.m. Thank you so much. You've been watching BK.TV live. Good night and God bless.